Buenos dias, y'all. RGT85 here. Hope everyone is having a great day. But of course, we've got some video game news to talk about. A couple stories going on that I definitely want to cover. So if this is your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, like, comment, all that YouTube nonsense. Shout outs to you guys for yesterday. We actually got on YouTube trending for that Microsoft purchasing Activision Blizzard story. So that's absolutely awesome. That video completely blew up. So shout outs to you guys. Thank you guys so much for that. But without any further ado, let's talk about what's going on in the world of video games and check your pipes, check your basement. There's some leaks going on. And we always tend to see this with mainline Nintendo games. It's like Nintendo is just the worst company at having their things leaked, and there's a variety of reasons for that. But Pokemon Legends Arceus is of course coming out next week. I'm really looking forward to this game, like super looking forward to this game. I think it's going to be really fun. I think it's going to be really awesome. Yes, the graphics on it, you know, they're not the best in the world. Pokemon games have never been the best looking games in the world, but I think it looks serviceable enough, and I just think it's going to be very fun. But if you're on Twitter, you're on Facebook, you're on any social media, even YouTube is going to be victim of this. This game has been leaked. Central Leaks, which is a Pokemon-related Twitter account that usually does a lot of leaks, has gotten information that this game has leaked. They showed a picture of someone holding the game case with the cartridge in it. It's legit. You know, there's some screenshots of like the first few minutes of the game. He did say that the source on this went dark, but obviously there's copies of this game out in the wild. Now, how do things like this happen? Because we always tend to see it with Nintendo games. I mean, Metroid Dread leaked early. All these games tend to leak early. And what ends up happening is a lot of mom and pop shops, they tend to break embargo dates. They don't really care. They're just trying to get a sale, and they will sell someone something if they are, you know, a reputable buyer from them, a long-time customer, under the impression that they're not going to do anything wrong with it. But what happens is there are people who don't go by embargo rules. There are people who don't go by the rules set for everyone else that end up getting these games early, and then they pretty much just ruin it for everyone else. Because of the fact that the Nintendo Switch is such a interesting system when it comes to the complexity of the CPUs and all that stuff, this Nintendo Switch can run on a lot of computers nowadays. Like, you could run full Nintendo Switch games on your computer via an emulator. So what ends up happening is somebody ends up dumping the game. In this case, it will be Pokemon Legends Arceus. And then people who have a Nintendo Switch emulator then emulate this game and play through the game before even reviews go out for this game. And it's a shame. You know, obviously I ended up getting an early copy of Metroid Dread, but I followed all the rules with that. You know, I stuck to the embargo deadlines. I went out of my way to get the embargo deadlines, and I stuck by the rules. But a lot of these people don't. So if you're a fan of Pokemon, if you're looking forward to Legends Arceus, you might want to like mute it on Twitter. Mute the term Pokemon Legends Arceus or Pokemon Legends Arceus leaks or Pokemon leaks, any sort of thing like that, because it's obviously just going to get worse. If one person has the game, then a multitude of people are able to get the game. And eventually, I would say, probably by the time this video gets uploaded, a ROM of this game will probably hit the web and people will be playing it. So, you know, it sucks. You gotta try to avoid it. I've already seen like one story related thing and I was like, no, don't tell me anything. Like, you're ruining this for me. But it's just the way of it. It's just the way of the world. You know, it's the way that things are with these games. They get out there early, somebody gets an early copy and then tries to ruin it for everyone else. So if you manage to get an early copy of this game, don't be an asshole. You know, people want to enjoy this game. Don't ruin it for them. Keep it to yourself. But be very diligent on the internet right now because, yes, Pokemon Legends Arceus has indeed leaked. And the final story. Well, boys and girls, we're actually getting it. We're actually getting something in the month of January on the Nintendo Switch Online service. Now, it is well documented how I feel about the Nintendo Switch Online service. I make tons of videos on it, and I'm making another video on it because now we actually have news. We actually have a release date for our next game on the Nintendo Switch Online service, that of course being Banjo-Kazooie. This was just announced on the 18th at nighttime, and so you're seeing this on the 19th when I upload this video. But yes, Banjo-Kazooie will be hitting the Nintendo Switch Online service expansion pack on January 20th. Now, there's no indication of like what time it will be. A lot of people are hoping it's midnight. Nintendo's kind of stupid. Sometimes they don't update things till noon. So I'm kind of expecting this game to be happening at noon. Obviously, this will be on Thursday, January the 20th. They released a trailer for Banjo-Kazooie, and I mean, it's Banjo-Kazooie. You know, if you've ever played the game before, you pretty much know what to expect with this game. It is a 3D platforming collectathon game. A lot of people love this game. Me personally, I like it. I like it. I prefer Super Mario 64. Super Mario 64 to me is just the superior 3D platformer of that time frame. And yeah, Banjo-Kazooie is good, Conker's Bad Fur Day, good games, but just not a huge game for me. But yes, we are getting this on the 20th, and people are excited. People are happy about this, but I'm looking at the bigger picture. And this is kind of a callback to something we talked about in a previous video talking about the Nintendo Switch Online service. What is the amount of time that has happened between the launch of Paper Mario on the N64 Online service to Banjo-Kazooie? Now, most people will say, oh, it was a month. You know, we got that in December and we got this in January, but it's not a month. It's actually going to be 41 days. 41 days between updates for the N64 portion. Now, of course, we got that little Christmas miracle where Sega Genesis games came to the system, but since we don't have a roadmap, we pretty much have to go on what Nintendo does when it comes to these releases of the game. So to assume that we're going to get games every month, I feel is a frivolous thing, because next month is the month of February. I don't know if it's a leap year, but if it's not a leap year, there's 28 days. If there is a leap year, it's 29 days. So that doesn't necessarily mean we're getting a game in the month of February, because to me, I feel like they'll do a game in the first week of March. And that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous for a premium paid service. Now, of course, we could potentially get more NES games. We could potentially get more SNES games. We could potentially get more Sega Genesis games, but I don't like potential. What is so hard? What is so hard about doing a proper roadmap? What is so hard about telling the consumers who are buying this product, the consumers who are paying for this product, when to expect things 2 days before it launches? Really, realistically, it's just like 1 day. It's like 1.5 days before this game launches, you give the release date for this. Why do we have to do things so ass backwards? When you could just be like, okay, on these dates, these are the dates you'll be getting games, whether it's for the NES and the SNES, whether it's for the N64 and the Sega Genesis. Did they completely forget about the NES and the Super NES? I don't know. You know, there could be a surprise update in the month of January, like right after we got Paper Mario, a couple weeks later, a couple days later, I should say, we ended up getting the new Sega Genesis games. But I just hate this. I hate the trickle. I hate the rollout of this. Just give people a roadmap. Give people a set date on when to expect these games to come out, because people won't be bothering you all the time. They won't be complaining about it all the time. And we're still only getting one game at a time. So it looks like, yes, the one game is here to stay on the N64 front, which, you know, take that as you will. Obviously, the N64, good library, but a bit of a small library. So there's obviously been emulation issues with this so far, so I don't know, man. It's just, you know, 41 days in between N64 releases. The fact that you can't just get a month of N64 expansion pack at a time, you have to get the full year when you purchase it, or you get nothing at all. Like, there's just so many things I don't like about this, and this is just another thing. So while it is good that we are getting Banjo-Kazooie, I just feel like we should be getting more. I feel like they should be doing more. And if we don't tell Nintendo to do more and do better and, you know, focus on this and actually make it worth that $50 price point, they're never going to change. So Banjo-Kazooie on the 20th. Yay. Yay. Alrighty, folks, so that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to let me know what you think of everything in the comments section down below. Have you seen any Pokemon Legends Arceus leaks online? Because like I said, they will definitely be out there. And what do you think of Banjo coming out on the 20th? Is 41 days an appropriate amount of time? Do you think we're going to get a game in February? Will there be any other Nintendo Switch Online offerings this month? We don't know! We don't know. Like Lex Luger trying to rip the t-shirt off himself. I don't know! If you've never seen that, you should really look that up. But thank you guys for checking out this video. There will actually be another video up today on the channel, because I actually filmed another video, but then I filmed this video and said I want to upload this video first, and I'll upload the other one later on in the day. So be on the lookout for that. It should be going up at 3 p.m. Eastern time. This one up at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for getting that video to trending yesterday. Let's hit trending again. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.